The views and opinions expressed here belong to the person saying them and do not necessarily reflect those of everyone involved. Basically, if someone says something wild, don't come after the rest of us. We're just as confused as you are. Oh, and just a heads up. Sometimes a few colorful words slip out. You've been warned.
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's pretty damn crazy when you think about it.
What, you have a crazy day too?
No, just Cinco de Mayo.
Oh.
Welcome to Reseller Leftovers Podcast, episode 79. We were trying to catch Joe in his racist conversation about tacos, but unfortunately,
he's too quick.
Late.
He's 25 seconds in, and you're already off the rails. This should be fun.
Oh, we're gonna go further. Don't you worry, buddy.
What, you got a big gulp there?
Huh?
What, you got a big gulp?
Big gulps, huh?
Big gulp was only from 7-Eleven.
I can't read what it says. What does that say?
7-Eleven, as Tim would say.
7-Eleven. Tim says a lot. Well, I was going to do the disclaimer and then do a different disclaimer for my own personal things. But I've been shut down, folks.
Been shut down for what?
Been censored.
You've been censored? You guys been censoring me because we're finally doing an episode. We had to do a live last week.
That's
we
right.
We did a live last week.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Thank you, everyone who came out. Thank you, Mike Camparelli, for the additional super chat so we could elaborate on Kevin's journal entry, which got me in trouble, which led to censorship.
Is that why you're censored?
Yeah, we can't have nice things. Not allowed to.
What does that mean? What does a censored mean?
What does a censored mean? I mean, I went off. I did a little too. Oh man,
got a little too handsy. You gonna cry?
I got indigestion, dude.
What'd you have? Tacos?
What'd you have for dinner?
You have some tacos?
Rotini, like the little shell pot, like kind of like penne. I don't understand the Italians. They got like the pasta damn near the same shape as penne. Penne is maybe cut at an angle, maybe a little bit smaller in circumference, but then the rotini, I was thinking the rotini was the one that spun around like in pasta salad. Apparently not. My wife's like, well, that's what they wrote on the box.
Which one's? I don't know which one that is. I just get they have spaghetti, macaroni, and panini. I think those are the only three they have at Aldi.
Not panini.
Panini. What are you cooking up? Cards?
Panini. What is it? Penne? Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys are so technical. I didn't realize I was on here with some Italians. That's what your accent is, Mike. It's Italian.
No. No, dude. So I had indigestion because we had that. I don't know if it's that or the ricotta that was mixed. My wife made a wonderful dish.
It sounds like it was great.
It is. She made a dish that was for three, and her and I ate a quarter of that, which means we didn't even eat. We ate just over one person, I guess. That would be it, one serving, and there's like a big old pan left.
Oh man,
I don't know.
Is it a heart attack? Is it a heart attack? Because if it is, you.
It could be. I don't know.
I felt like I was having I have a cough, and the cough hurts so bad that it hurts. My chest hurts now.
Oh, mine is like needing to burp, but wanting to vomit. Hey.
Dodger got sick today.
What did he have?
I had to call. I called my mom because he hung out with her all day. he had some chicken breasts.
That isn't great. Well, it's good for him.
It didn't look like it was good for him.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't eat his dinner, and then he finally ate a little bit ago. Now he's sleeping.
Now he's gonna be like in the middle of the podcast. If he does it, you gotta film it.
No, I'll put it on the podcast. Whatever.
I mean, that's what we do.
I guess.
No,
we're gonna talk. We have to talk reselling this week, right?
No.
Maybe no.
Wow. Why?
It's important. You can't be the reseller leftovers and never talk about reselling.
We talk about the shit that's left over after everybody else talks about reselling. Okay.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Could I
All right. Hit us with some reselling. Because I've got a ton to talk about because we didn't really touch on Nashville. And then we got to touch on the highway sale.
Ooh.
And then we got to touch on Dan, like withholding. And just not even coming, just bailing on us.
I didn't bail on you. I just didn't come.
That's the definition of bailing on us.
Whatever. Well, now my thing's going to be boring. I was just going to talk about, because I wanted to talk about this during the live, and you refused to let me talk about reselling during the live. But 2 weeks ago, I talked about my sale of the week was those what are they? What were they? Olakai. Those slippers, remember I showed you?
Yeah.
It was my sale of the week, and then it ended up being my return of the week last week. Guy returned them because, his wife returned them because, he wasn't man enough to tell me that they didn't fit him right. What man doesn't know his own shoe size?
I mean, you're a man that knows his shoe size in male and female.
Yes.
Sizes.
But
what is it? 10 women's? 10
women's size 10.
Women's size 10.
Probably you have to be like extra wide. Because I think I'm wide. I'm wide in men's shoes, so I probably need to be extra wide in women's. They do make like
triple E.
Is it double? Remember, I found like these Torrid. You know the brand Torrid, like it's a women's brand Torrid. I found these big old like high heels at the bins like last year, and I sold a pair, and they were like 11 double W's. I probably could have worn them,
and they were too big for you.
They're a little bit too big, but I probably could have squeezed them in there.
11 double W's? What the hell?
Like 11 two W's, whatever the heck that means.
Wide.
I don't know. I talked about it on an episode, and then I said something very mean, and I didn't mean it to be mean, but I can't remember what it was. But I remember being probably shouldn't have said it like that because I didn't honestly mean it like that. But whatever. Now I brought it up again. I don't know which episode it is. So
well, I returned it. It's actually sitting in front of. It was sitting in front of me. I don't know what to do with it. It was that battery, the battery for a drone, and I knew it worked before I sent it out.
Yeah.
I got this battery back, and it's not my battery. Imagine that.
Wait, what's the 10W?
10W is 10 women.
10 wide.
We're back on these shoe
10
style
wide,
again.
10. Maybe it's 10. It's 10. It's a wide or women's, and then WW might mean wide woman.
Okay, because I sold a pair of shoes on different threads.
Joe, what are you laughing at, Joe? It's not funny. You can't laugh at stuff like
there were 10W, and I was like, "That's 10 women's." And then I was like, "WW is extra wide." Did I sell a 10 wide? But no, WW stands for wide width.
Whatever it is, someone's going to tell us in the chat right now. I guarantee it, because they're smarter than we are, or at least me. I'm not gonna vouch for you guys out there. Wait, is that the right way to say that? I'm not gonna lump you into that. Well, whoever is. Thanks. I'm gonna guess Matt. Thanks, Matt.
Okay, so E is wide. EE is extra wide or double wide.
So it's WW.
And 3E or EEE is the widest width.
Which one do you think I am?
I don't know. What's D? D is regular. Medium.
Who are these
medium width. What are you showing?
Where did you get them? They're a little McDonald's. I found them at the bins.
They're Dodgers.
No. Dodger did have booties before. My mom got him snow boots, and then he would refuse to wear them.
Oh, I mean, wouldn't you if you were a dog?
Yeah, probably. He likes his coat.
I think I told that story. If you put my dog in a jacket, one of them will be like, it won't go anywhere. Like, it don't matter.
I think that's I think that's it for my. I mean, I have other stuff that maybe if I talk about it, but that was the only thing I wanted to get that off my chest. At the, I had the sale of the week and turned into my return of the week, and that snowballed into more returns. I've had so many returns.
Well, what's your sale of the week this week then?
Oh, I had a good sale. Well, I had a good sale of the week. Yesterday I finished up I did 3 Dibit card shows this past week. And
Good job, Joe. The criticism is working.
Mm-hmm. It's about time. I mean, I did put a lot of effort into getting him over there for you guys.
Whatever, Joe. Why don't you? You know what? I have an idea. Why don't you do a show, Joe?
I am next month.
Really? What day?
I gotta talk to Mike.
I think
I gotta schedule it.
Let's schedule it together, Joe. I think the 3 of us we should do a Dibit show together. Like we co-host. You co-host. Mike co-host with you, and then I co-host with you, or something like that. We'll do a Reseller Leftovers Dibit show.
Co-stream with me and Joe makes sense, but the fact you want to have a 3-way with us, Dan, it's just a little disturbing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Joe involved in live selling, Mike. I thought it'd be good.
Well, you can't just dive into a 3-way. You gotta find the right partner.
All right, so you two do it, and then I'll watch.
All right, you win, Dan. We're just gonna we'll talk about something else now.
Yeah, okay, good.
Can we talk about my eBay complaint here?
Oh God.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Is it about this battery?
Yeah, it's about the battery. He sent me back a wrong one. So I called eBay. eBay said I couldn't do anything with it until I had to either refund them or let the 3 days go by, and eBay would refund them.
Oh, why? It's 2025.
Then I had to call back, spend 20 minutes trying to get them to call me back, and they told me that they would look into it. And I sent them pictures. I even sent the screenshot of the conversation that I had with the guy. The guy admitted that he sent me back the wrong battery because he bought 3 batteries, and mine worked, and this one didn't. And he sent it back to the wrong buyer. I think he's lying about that. I just think that he sent back his battery that didn't work. But anyway.
Where did you live?
Yeah. What's his name?
Do we have the mafia in that area? Hold on, let me see.
Let's Google image search his house right now and put it up on the screen. Let's call him. You have his number. Let's call him live.
I do have his number, right?
Let's call him and ask. Let's confront him.
Let's not. Why am I the one with that suggestion? Why have we not said that before? No, that's a horrible idea.
Well, you think that sounds like great content?
Lumberton, North Carolina.
All right, where's that at? Is that near Charlotte?
I don't know.
Mike was just over there. Mike could have stopped by his house.
I know. Warren G.
That's his name?
Yeah. Not the rapper, I'm sure.
Oh. How do you know?
It could be.
Is Warren G?
Yeah, I'm about to say, look here.
Was Warren G East Coast or West Coast?
We're about to regulate.
Oh, yeah. See.
Was he West Coast or East Coast?
I don't know. Let's look him up.
Do you think he knew? Does
Warren G know P. Diddy? East Coast, Dan?
Huh?
Was he from the West Coast or East Coast?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, there was like
rapper,
West
East Coast, West Coast battle.
Yeah, like P. Diddy's on the East Coast, right? Or is he West
Coast?
I thought
you were talking about this guy.
He's on the East Coast. Yeah, Pete. Well, because Warren G probably knows P. Diddy.
Oh, Warren G. West Coast.
Oh, okay. All right. Which one's that? Which one was Tupac?
The dead one.
Not Joe. That's insensitive, Joe. I meant like, was he East Coast or West Coast?
He was West Coast, right? Because didn't he kill Biggie?
What? No, Biggie. Allegedly. No.
Biggie. Can't you see?
No.
I don't know anything. I saw that they were doing the
Warren G's worth
event.
$8 million. Warren G's worth $8 million.
He's probably not scamming you for a battery. He
And
could. Maybe that's how he has $8 million, Joe.
Yeah, it could be.
Current events, though, I saw P. Diddy, they were getting his jury together today on Inside Edition because I watch Inside Edition every day. and they were upset because, well, not upset, but they said he was in good spirits and that it was a little awkward because tonight was the Met Gala. And instead of him going to the Met Gala, which he loved, he was picking people for the trial. And then showed a picture. They showed a video of him. I don't know if should I say allegedly, but he was like beating up his girlfriend. That looked pretty crazy to me.
Well, I mean, it's on video. Is it still alleged if it's on video?
I don't know. Because that alleged, I don't know.
Yeah, nobody went through Wilmington.
All right.
On their way home.
That's our current events. Is there anything else current event?
Warren G is Dr. Dre's stepbrother.
What?
Really? Stepbrother?
Yeah.
Have they ever collaborated in a song?
I'm done with Warren G.
Okay. Yeah, really. Come on.
All right.
So, hey, Mafia members, please send your subscription, and we will get you located in the Wilmington area, or we'll update our roster. We would love it if you could reach out. For $14.95 a month, you too can break your foot off in somebody's ass if you want to.
Would you add that tier?
Yeah, I don't know. Mafia tier? I don't think we have a Mafia tier, but yeah, we would. And then we build a database spreadsheet. I would have to get Excel. Like,
you know how to do work Excel?
What? Do I know how to do work in Excel? Yeah.
I'm not.
I can do graphs and shit.
No. All right.
Well, I just looked up this guy's house, Warren G, and it comes back to a mall.
Yeah, and by me, I mean my wife. I would have to have my wife do it.
Maybe I saw that I think they're like renovating old malls and making them into like apartment complexes and stuff like that. So maybe they did that where he lives.
Maybe they just did that to a mall not too far from where I'm living now. They the whole parking lots of one side of the mall they turned into like townhouses.
They should put houses on top or apartments or whatever on top, and on the bottom it should be stores. They could put it like a thrift store, like a Goodwill.
Hey, I want to do some investigation. Y'all talk some reselling. Joe, put that address in the chat, in the private chat, and then I want to go in there and I want to look at some stuff.
Oh. All right.
Are you serious? Wait, so how can Joe, can you talk reselling while you try to do that?
Yeah, what do you want to talk reselling? I still don't. So I'm still out $50, and I'm still waiting for them to
I'll tell you
make a decision on my appeal. So
I'll tell you about my sale of the week this week. Oh yeah, because I started telling you about that. I did I did my card show yesterday. Did a car show. I did like 38 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and I grossed $55. I think he meant in the private chat in the
whatever
on StreamYard. Oh, he got it.
Oh.
And then right when I got done with my show, I had my best sale of the week on eBay. I sold, which I'm a little desperate right now to make some sales, so I've been very generous on not giveaways, on accepting offers. I sold this. It's a Air Jordan hat.
Is it leather?
Can you see it? It's got like I don't know if it's real leather. It's the bill has like a nice like finish to it. Mm-hmm. It's got the Jumpman on it. It's red. I found it at the bins. It did have like a little crack on the end of the snapback, but really nice hat. I had it listed for like $100, and then I dropped it to like $80 maybe a month ago. And some guy, he messaged me and he offered me $55. So I ended up taking $55. It did have like a little crease in the bill too.
Speaking of hats, I saw Mike this weekend put Jimmy Old School Flips hat on, and he had to wear it on the last button.
Oh, really?
I did not.
How big's your hat?
I pointed out the fact that I do not wear a hat if it requires the last two. I need 3 snaps with a fat head. I need 3 snaps. I'll do that. 3. This is a 4, so this is a
That's
good
a
one.
4 snap.
Yeah. So I gotta get those hats that are like extra big or whatever. I don't know.
I need you guys to congratulate me on my my sale.
That was a great sale, Dan.
You think so? Do you think I should? Do you think that was a good taking the offer? I guess is more my question. I should have. I had an offer for probably $60 or $70 like a few months ago, but there hasn't been much interest in it since. So I figured I got it from the bins.
Most times your first offer is your best offer. Did you ever hear that before?
I have heard that before.
Did you ship it in a bag?
No, in a box. I don't have a. I used to carry 7x7x7 boxes for hats, and then after they ran out, I used to buy them on Amazon. They weren't on there, and then then at one point I used my coupon for eBay and got 8x8x8 boxes, and then after those ran out, I've never got new boxes. So I actually had to take. I have these, which you can't see them if you're. These are like 7x7x6s. And it didn't fit in there because it was like a, it just didn't fit. And this one's really flimsy, really thin. I don't like this box anyway. So I ended up using 2 8x6x4 boxes and just put them together. I didn't have an Amazon box or anything, which sucks. But oh well, I guess it's okay, right? That should be fine.
Yeah, I ended up. My sale of the week is a GMC sign, or not sign, the emblems that go on the front of a car. I bought it for $5 and took an offer for $32, and I had it listed for $50, but I didn't sell anything that day. So when I got the offer, I took it.
So was that your first offer, or did you have a?
No, that was my first offer.
Oh, okay, that's the best one you're gonna get.
GMC signs there.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So I don't usually take offers, but the guy sent me like a message. Or did I have offers on that one?
Yeah, most of the time, I don't know. It depends on the item. Most of my items, they don't have best offer. Kind of, I don't know when I'm listing it, because sometimes, most of the time, when I comp it, I don't comp it at the cheapest. I don't comp it at the most expensive. But if it's something I feel like I don't know. I don't want to say attached to. But like if I don't know, I just feel strongly about what it's going to cost, like it should cost. I'll throw best offer on there, and then I don't hate it, but it doesn't. I'm not a big fan of people that message me, but I'm okay with it sometimes. I'll take that if the guy offered me. If he would have messaged me and said, "What's your lowest?" I just won't. I just don't reply, or I'll reply, "What do you want to pay?" But the guy, he gave me a price, so it seemed. And it was reasonable. It wasn't, because most of the time you get an offer and it's like half of whatever you're asking. So, or it's what's your lowest. So.
Yeah, I hate the what's your lowest comment. So, Mike, we done investigating over there? What are we doing?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I can't find anything. I was looking for the suite. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, forget it, Mike.
Forget it. Yeah. Sell of the week.
Oh, this is going to shock some people. Mike, are you going to let them know what happened this week?
Well, I sold 2 things.
Oh, 2.
Yep, kind of, sort of. Let's see. Really? No, yeah, one was on April 30th. It's a combination. So I sold 2 things. I just put my store on time away.
Okay, I was just going to ask, what did you do while you're gone?
I get back today, according to them. I don't know if you can see that.
Here we go.
I can't see it.
Android. Maybe click on the picture.
Maybe you can. Oh, goodness.
Or you could just tell us what it is, Mike.
Yeah, you sold an Easter basket.
Is that a Jim Shore?
Yeah, Jim Shore Easter basket.
Oh, that you said you weren't going to sell any.
Yeah.
Until next year.
Jim Shore. No, I didn't say I wasn't. Don said I wasn't.
Oh, no, yeah. Then you're
Jim Shore. That's the guy that created the Muppets, right?
That's right, Tim.
Is that what? Wait, is it?
No.
Oh.
No, that's the guy that created Peanuts. Wait, Garfield.
No. That's Charles Schultz.
Garfield.
Jim Shore?
Yeah.
The guy that created Garfield created that?
Yeah.
Wait. I don't know. Wait, who did
Google that.
Wait. Jim Henson.
No, not Hanson. Henson.
Jim Henson.
Yeah.
That's the
Davies.
guy.
Yeah.
John
Jim
Hanson's the guy that
John
gets
Davies.
they
Is it
invite
Jim-
people into a house,
I don't.
right?
This is a conversation that you have with Tim because he's just going to throw out all the names that are Jim Shore. That's the guy. That's the guy.
What's Jim Shore? Who is Jim Shore? Is he just an artist?
Yeah, he makes little wood figurines.
And does it say? Is it? How do you know? I mean, it just says Jim Shore on it.
Yeah, it says it on the bottom.
Oh, okay, and those are always pretty good.
Huh?
Those are always pretty good.
Yeah, I mean not always, but most of them. Like that was $65, and
You sold that for $65.
Yeah, $64.95.
Because you know whoever was putting their Easter
$64.74. Sorry,
whoever bought that was putting their Easter decorations away, and they broke theirs, so they had to buy a new.
100%.
No, I'm gonna say that they're like, you know what? This was such a lovely, just great decorations this year. I feel like it needed a Easter basket, so let's get one for next year. And they bought it. That's what happened. What is that? A plush?
Yeah, a little plush owl from Vanos Gaming. Rare owl 3 black dot something or other. I don't know. It's a gaming thing. Huh?
How much you sell for? $24.99?
No. Oh, you weren't there for that, Joe. What?
$18.99.
No.
Did you?
No.
Can't see.
Just
tell us. Can't.
$59.99? $69.99?
$59.99. $59.95.
Dang, man, that's like over $100.
I got it for $1 at a Goodwill in by my grandpa's cabin.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was happy about it. I looked at it. I was like, that all looks weird enough. It got to be something.
Did you tell Goodwill it was worth $60 and give them more?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because they sold me a non-working Zoom player that turned into a return from hell.
You returned
the package. Yeah.
You returned it to Goodwill?
No.
Oh,
no,
you sold
it got returned to me.
Oh.
And I didn't sell it. And it would cost me $40.
I tried to return something to Goodwill one time when I first started. I had like a calculator and it didn't have the batteries. And I went home and it didn't work. And so I took it back up there and they're like, we don't take returns. It's just, my Goodwill they don't take returns on books either.
On books?
Yeah, they won't take books back. Basically, the only thing you return is clothes. That's it.
Well, why would you take one on a book? Some people could read it overnight.
Do you think you could read a book in a night?
No, I couldn't.
Man,
I could probably listen to a book.
Oh, dude, I tried. I started listening to audiobooks last summer, and I had to stop because I stopped. One, I was listening. I thought I was listening to a mystery, and I ended up listening to like a romance drama book. It was about this teacher who was having an affair with one of her students, and her husband.
You accidentally listened to air quotes too?
Her husband was having an affair with one of the students too. And then the two students liked each other. And I think they got together in the end. I don't remember what the name of the book was.
Nobody wants to read that book.
Hannibal was right, man. Hannibal was right. I love it when a plan comes together.
Wait, so then that didn't work out the way I was saying that because my point was I stopped listening to audiobooks because I wasn't doing any work. I was just listening to the audiobook. Or when I was doing my work, I didn't like focus on the book, so I was doing my work. So then
wait, this is fiction?
Yeah, it was a fiction. I hope so.
No, I guarantee you that shit was based on a true story. If you read the papers enough.
I do like true crime. I haven't watched true crime in a long time.
What was the other one you used to watch on YouTube? We were just talking about that.
Oh, that chapter.
That chapter.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't watched. Maybe I'll watch some of him tomorrow. I don't know. What did I watch today?
But is it just when you get scared and you?
Yeah, I think. Well, I prefer to watch that stuff during the winter, just so if it snows that they can see the footsteps of someone coming in and they can match the footsteps to them. Like right now, I mean, it did rain today, so they could get muddy footprints. But I hear everything, and I think someone's gonna break into my house and murder me.
It's 30 minutes into recording, folks. Guess what that means? That means we're going to mention our members. We try and do 30 minutes. I don't know. You know, like it gives us like a goal or something to I don't know, reach towards to make sure that we go 30 minutes deep. Sometimes I want to quit already.
Do you really?
No.
Oh.
Good Lord. Members, we're going to give everybody shout outs to go, whatever. Still ain't figured out that ticker thing. Still ain't tried.
Put them. Oh, we don't have a. Can we add it to the? We have the duck.
We got the duck. Lad, 5 Point Flippers, thank you very much. 419 Sports Guy, Trash Cat, or sorry, Trash and Cash. Trash and
What are you drinking in that drink? What is that?
Triple R root beer, Triple R collection.
Triple R root beer.
What's Triple R root beer?
Triple R collection, Junk Jaw podcast.
Oh, and then you were just talking at the same time.
Trash Cat Rescue. Jacqueline DB, Jackie, thank you. Mike Mecco meetups with the additional thank you from the super chat that got me in trouble.
Thank you,
and then Vintage Sports Flips, our good buddy Keith. Thank you all very much.
I hung out with Keith last week. I was an island boy for the week. You guys ditched me and went to waited around, so you guys kept on ditching me to do the recording. I jumped on the island.
Yeah,
and we heard it. We heard about it.
Did you?
Were you on another podcast? You were making your rounds last week.
I was trying to keep us relevant.
All right. Well, you want to come hang out
out there playing wiffle ball? Which I watched Dave's video. Did you guys watch Dave's video? You guys are in there playing wiffle ball.
Well,
Mike's pitching. He's just laying.
Yeah.
You're just.
Dude, I got
laying up dingers for Kevin to belt.
We did win. If you should be happy about that.
I couldn't tell whose team was who.
It was me, Mike, Tim. Who else was on our team?
Evan,
Eric.
That was everyone that was there.
And Brandon.
That's right. Yep. And we played against Rod. Kevin, Dave, Carrie, and Jimmy.
Okay.
And Jimmy. No, they had 6. We had 5.
Oh, wow. You guys won with a man down, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, one with a man down.
I could have been on your team.
Just want to put it out there that Dave, who claims he knows nothing about sports or never played sports, he was up 5 times, got 4 hits. Had some baseball cheers going on and everything. So
I did hear him cheering his video.
I think he's fooling a lot of people. I think he's a sports ball guy, as he says.
He's like an idiot savant.
Well, hold on.
I'm not laughing.
Let me cut this off real quick.
Yeah, just stay like that. Hey, we got some stuff to talk about. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the Nashville meetup, man.
No one cares about that now. They all turned off. They turned it off.
No, they didn't. I guarantee you. Everybody's still just out there hanging on. They're like, hold on, let me write down a timestamp real quick. I'm building my case. But
they're building your case.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Man, how'd it go? I mean, Kevin already talked about the meetup, and we're with him. I will say this, and I didn't get a chance to say it. Ray, I sent it in the little Facebook chat. Ray did everything that I've always beg Dave to do. And that's like, don't make it cost something. Don't stay at the damn DoubleTree or whatever the hell you want to stay at.
What's a DoubleTree?
It's a hotel.
Is it fancy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But like then have all this like prepay stuff. Like just have different stuff that people can go to, mix in picking, and people do what they want to do and have that flexibility. So that was a great thing. The first night you go to it, you go through the meetup, you get all your, your goodie bag and you're hanging out and BSing, but you pay for your meal, pay for your booze. And then the hotel, there's like one place where everybody is, but there's like 4 other hotels right by it. And then Saturday, you've got picking, you've got lunch, you've got the Goodwill bins, you've got the arcade thing, and then you've got Broadway. And you have those options like all planned out throughout the night. I'll tell you this, nobody went to Broadway except me, Kevin, and Mimi. Like Thrift Trip and Mimi.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, we've been picking with Angie, and then we go to lunch. Didn't go to the Goodwill bins. I went back to the room, took a nap. Went to the arcade thing. It's awesome. Like all free arcade. The only thing you pay for is like the big racing games, like Mario Kart. You'll pay $2 for those. If you play pinball, you'll pay $1. But I was sitting there playing Double Dragons and Simpsons and Ninja Turtles, and it had damn near every game except Shinobi. So got to play like all these arcade games for free, which is horrible because you just don't leave because you're further than you've ever been, and you don't have to pay. All you just hit is like player 1, and your dude pops up again. I mean, I hopped on the Simpsons as Bart, and I love the Simpsons back in the day, the arcade game, the 4-player, and
we could tell with that big Bart in the background there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Jen's Multiverse comes up and she's like, hey, where's the bathroom? I'm like, screw the bathroom, hop on Marge. So she hops on Marge. Then the other chick walks up. She hops on Homer. Now we're all fighting. Like, I was going to get a beer. She was going to the bathroom. The other girl was looking for something else. Like, and we were stuck there for like 25 minutes, like just playing into this game. And I like, people are popping up as we die. Like each of us are popping up again. 3 new lives. Keep going. And eventually I was like, this is absolutely insane. Like we are going to keep going. I was like, break on 3. 1, 2, 3, break. And we all just let go and walk away. So like Jen got to go to the bathroom, got to get the beer, all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
How come you didn't go to, you went to Broadway? How was that? I was never in Nashville.
Ooh, it was expensive. So the way that it worked is we go to the arcade thing. We're leaving the arcade thing. Mimi's going to ride with us. Mimi wants to go down to Broadway, but Mimi's texting somebody. She doesn't even know who she's texting. And she's like, oh, yeah, we're at Hattie B's. And so Mimi's like, all right, we're going to go to Hattie B's. So she gives me the address. And like it stops me in the middle of a street. There are no Hattie B's in sight. And then they're like, oh, they're like Broadway. Oh, it's probably at Broadway. We're going to go down there. Mimi doesn't verify. Nobody knows. So we're like, listen to this. We go down to Broadway. Then we get down there. Well, I was like, okay. Mimi's like, I don't see anybody. And this person's still texting me. And they said that they went down the street. So I think this person is just screwing with Mimi, which sucks because Mimi doesn't deserve to be screwed with. But I just decided to call Ray. He's like, yeah, we're still at Hattie B's. I'm like, we're at Hattie B's. He's like, no. We're at a different location. We're not on Broadway. Nobody's going to Broadway. We're going to go back to the hotel. So we're already down there. And there's tons of people. I mean, if you've never been, I tried not to do it because I want to take my wife down there. And I want to take my wife to Nashville. But we do, Kevin's just like, well, you got to go into where Willie Nelson got to start. So we go into Tootsie's. And, I mean, you got to wait in a little bit of line to get outside. But then you got to, like, work your way through there. It takes forever. Kevin had to use the bathroom, like, 8 times while we're in there. And I decide, okay, well, I'll sit down. We'll have a drink. My head is throbbing, like pounding. I've already taken the goodies. It's killing me. Like, and I never get headaches. I don't know what it is, but I've had headaches recently. And so I take the goodies. I'm sitting there. I'm
probably dealing with Dan. But anyway,
it might be. But I decided to get us picklebacks, but picklebacks on vodka instead of whiskey. But pickleback is like take a big old shot of whiskey and then you just chase it with pickle juice and completely wipes out. Like you don't even know you drink vodka. No clue. So I go up to the bar and I'm like, let me get pickleback. She's like, we ain't got no pickle juice. Like, let me have the barkeep go back down to the basement and see if we can find some pickle juice. Comes back in a tub. And I'm like, well, I was going to get me, Kevin, and Mimi one. We're going to be done. There's a couple sitting right next to us. And she's like, what's a pickleback? It's like, that sounds delicious. And I was like, oh, it's most absolute bitch drink that you can take. Like, so it's great because you can shoot this vodka. You ain't even going to know you shot vodka. And she's like, wow, that's crazy. I've never even heard of it. So I ordered them 2. So now I'm ordering 5 picklebacks with Tito's, which you don't even really need with Tito's. You need with like bottom shelf shit, not top shelf. Like, but we do it just for the fun of it. So I ordered these 5, $72. They were doubles.
Uh-oh.
So I ordered 5 doubles of Tito's. Comes out to $72. I'm like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. So I'm just like, whatever, let's shoot this shit and go. So we shoot it, head out of the bar. I didn't even stay with the other people. I was like, hey, there's your shots. Y'all enjoy it whenever your wife gets back. She had gone to the bathroom. And so we get out of there. I want to walk down to Old Red and get my wife something. Get down there. Gift shop's already closed, so I can't get my wife a souvenir from down there. So I'm already done. I'm just like, all right, we're going to walk back to the car. That's it. I didn't go look at the other restaurants or go anywhere else. Hell no. Didn't want to deal with it. Got off of Broadway. But going with Mimi, it's crazy because Mimi would be like, you see other girls, man, I just want to call it what it is, but I'm not going to call it what. Scantily clad. You see other women scantily clad.
Okay.
And I mean, the kind that would need Carmex for here and here, but scantily clad.
I'm a gentleman.
And Mimi's like, I remember when I used to dress up like that, like Mimi. I can't mess with Mimi because Mimi and we will get into trouble because Mimi's the one, like, I like stereotypical jokes. I appreciate the humor in all of those. And Mimi will just run with it. Oh, like she'll grab my hand and we'll both run over the cliff because she's like, I don't care. But, you know, I'll talk to Mimi and I'll do the R for the L and the L for the R. And she's like, oh, I make a good dumpling. And it's like Mimi, like, we'll make like factory worker jokes. She's like, I started really young, but she'll do her mom and take it to another level. And every picture, there's not a serious picture that we have done because Mimi, I don't know how I end up by Mimi in pictures or within earshot of her, but somebody will be like taking a picture and I'm like, say cheese. And she's like, hamburger, hot dog. And so you get this remark of me just not having a serious smile. What are y'all doing? This is Mimi. I'm just going.
We're back.
We're trying to.
Some of that footage got lost there, Mike. I missed part of that.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
It didn't record that part. It hopped over. It hopped over right when you started talking about our private chat, and then it hopped in and said something about Broadway and Tootsie's, and then now we're here. Look at that.
No, nothing gets cut, dude. I'm sorry. Can't do it.
Right.
It's Mimi. It's me doing Mimi. Whatever. Mimi supports this message. Why don't we do a disclaimer? We can't do disclaimer type shit.
Well, there's disclaimer worthy, and then Mike's
That's Mimi doing that stuff during the picture. That's not Mike.
I think Mike fell on his head while he was driving around the country for the
I
last
guess.
2
I
weeks.
don't know. But so we had that with Mimi, which is an absolute blast. Like, I love doing that. But then we just went back to the hotel. And that was the last night. And then we drove home the next morning. And then we get back to Virginia. And then we kick off the highway sale, which Joe was a part of. Actually, Joe missed out on a lot of it. So let's go to the highway sale. Joe, what were your thoughts on it?
I did good. I was only out there for one day of picking, but I did pretty good out there. What else did I miss?
Tons. You missed a lot.
Apparently, I did.
I did one day of picking, and then we did the live Thursday night, didn't we?
Yeah, I got to play baseball or wiffle ball with you guys. I did come home early. My son had his junior prom, and his girlfriend they went to two proms this weekend, so I had to come. I had to come back home early for that. I didn't want to miss that. So
right.
You didn't want to, or you weren't allowed to miss that?
Well, I wasn't allowed to, but I didn't want to either.
Okay.
I didn't allow. I didn't want to after a while told me what would happen if I did.
So
don't worry. I don't want to miss a lot of stuff. Also, Joe,
I couldn't make it out there because I had there was prom too around here.
All right. So I tell you, Tim. Other than Tim going absolutely crazy on the strawberry cakes that everybody heard of, crack. It's crack. It's crack, y'all. Tim going crazy on the podcast and being a big part of that. Thank you very much. But we did realize a few things. Going out picking. I'll tell you about the second day, Joe. Not much happened. I mean, it was stuff had picked up a little bit, but Saturday it was more chaotic because we were all over the place. Thursday, Friday, it's more structured. You're like, get to the highway. You're going to go this way, you do something. Go that way, do something. And it's very, very, I guess it's self-contained. I'd say that. You're going to have things, everything's color-coded. But hell, we started off at the church, which is crazy because we do our live, and I tell you, like, Kevin and Rod do their best Ghostbuster impersonation because they come in and they're chewing my butt out because I was like, yeah, I think I was talking about it all over on the live. I was like, yeah, we're going to start Highland Church. Then Rod comes in like, don't tell people. And then Kevin's like, oh, tell them to don't say stuff. Like they're sitting there with their bromance going like, are you the gatekeeper? And like, are you the key master? And then they went somewhere in space dock so they could cross streams. I don't know. But
this is where you got censored. You were censored right here. You're censored now. No. That's what caused you to be censored.
What?
That's what caused you to be censored.
I get no.
Spilling the beans.
No. I got censored because of the story. He's like, find somewhere else to sleep. But
did you go sleep out in the cabin?
No, I didn't sleep out in the cabin.
Did anyone sleep in that cabin?
He was joking.
No.
The bed?
No, you can't get to the bed. You can't get to the bed in the cabin.
What?
No.
What do you mean?
You can't get to the bed in the cabin.
Why? What's in there?
All the shit that was there.
Jess is pulling my stuff in, putting it in Kevin's tubs. It was ridiculous. I was like, what are you doing? Why are you giving him my stuff? Like, my stuff ended up in Kevin's stuff. I had to go back through and
Wait, how long ago? This could be an older video because I was watching. I don't remember. Do you remember selling? Do you remember Kevin selling you some? Were you selling Kevin some fly ashtrays? How long ago was that? Was that recent?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I sold it to him a long time ago,
but he just sold, right?
It. Yeah. $80 for a pair.
Those are awesome.
I know.
That was a good sale, Mike.
Thanks for bringing it up, Dick.
It could have been. Oh, while we're at it, Mike's giveaway that I won on his
Oh.
did the card show.
Yeah.
You know,
What's that worth?
Make sure you go follow him. I don't know
What's
what is
that
it.
worth?
I don't know. Ask Mike.
How much is that worth, Mike?
What was it, $70, Joe?
Man, that's like $150 right there. You just
So Mike gives $70.
very generous.
You know,
Very generous.
You are very generous, Mike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mike drove me around all day on Thursday there. That was that was fun. Yeah, he almost between the roads in Virginia, the speed limit in Virginia.
What's the speed limit in Virginia?
Well, I mean, their back road. Their back road is like
55.
55.
Oh. Yeah, I was watching Dave's
Your
video.
GPS, your ETA is determined by a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit that Dave will go like 30 and below. He will not go over 30 miles an hour.
I was watching his video and he said he pulled over to let cars pass him.
No, it was bad.
Yeah, Mike had to pull over a couple times because people were right. Yo, there was a guy, we were flying around, and there was a guy that was on our bumper pulling a trailer, and Mike's like, I got to pull over.
Running up a rear.
I do that because like now, before COVID, I would drive the expressway and it would be, dark outside, no lights or anything. And I could just drive and it was fine. I knew like the curves and everything because I've driven it so many times. Whenever I'm out at nighttime now, I cannot see anything. I don't know what's going on. Like I would get lost coming home. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'd be too scared. Like I get nervous now. I never drive out at night at time anymore. I'm always out in the daytime. I don't know why I told you that. It doesn't matter.
So what did you hit up after that church on, what was that, Friday morning?
We went back south again, but we didn't go that far because I went with Don and Carrie that day. Like we dropped them at that church, left their vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Then Rod set us up a private pick at the end of the day. Somebody to talk to, and he had acquired a storage shed. So we ended up going there. And mind you, like we had already drove out. We drove back to Kevin's to get ready to download my truck to go to the storage shed to have room. And we made it down south, like an hour south. But we didn't make it all the way to the big field. No, we did. We did. We made it to the big field the second day. We didn't make it to the third day. And freaking, we get down there and halfway through, Don's like, I filled up your truck. We got to go. It just, do you got ratchet straps? I got this big bed in there. She was joking about it. But what she had bought, she filled up. Stopped me halfway through. She's like, it's filled up. We got to go. So I didn't even get to pick the rest of the field. It doesn't matter what I found. She didn't want it in there. And everybody knows, if you go shopping with Don, if you go picking with Don, it was like Don and 5 dudes. And it's very intimidating when you got 5 guys and all of us know Don has the biggest dick. So she'll get out. I mean, absolutely an all-star with picking. Go ahead, turn on screen. I don't care. We ain't even got to the part where I just talk about it, which I was like, it's absolutely fabulous for somebody that's pre-op, Because like a well-tuned training, she can shift gears.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm out.
Double entendre about trainings, but paying compliments to both women and transgender. Good luck with that EO complaint.
Oh my God. We're really off the rails today.
We can never record past 8 o'clock anymore.
Yeah, that's what this is meaning. This is all my fault. I apologize.
It's your fault.
I apologize.
So I'm telling you, Don will get out there and she will find.
Is this all the stuff that's left over? That's what this podcast is?
No, what are you talking about?
Well, because you said we don't talk reselling, we talk whatever.
No,
everything's left over. Everything that's left over is all offensive.
So we take everything and we drop it off at Kevin's. and then we're going to go to this private pick in this unit, and we go in there, and this was like heartbreak happens because I go in and I see the guys on the other side of this shelf, but it's got a Nintendo, like an NES and a Sega Genesis up in the box and everything. And I was like, well, let me see. He likes them for his personal collection, but I was like, hey, what do you want? And he's like, well, I kind of brought those for Kevin. I thought Kevin might be interested. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I could talk to you. And then the other thing that caught my eye was this poster, never ending story poster in a frame right beside. So it was the next thing. I'm talking to the guy over at the cabinet, and he's like, I brought those for Kevin. Kevin, come check these out. Kevin buys this never ending story poster that would fit right there perfectly. Like, because you see the distance between that picture and then that picture and then that picture. Like it would just be this nice little L-shaped thing, never ending story, like right over here. Huh?
Kevin gave it to you. He gave you the poster.
No.
Oh.
No. He's got it. Rightfully so. I mean, both of us, like any of us would have taken a chance to do it. Jimmy, I buy a box of games in true death pile fashion. He's like, here's a box of games. No heavy hitters or anything, but I will make good money on it. I can run a dibdit on them. And he's selling them to me for $25. At the end, I just hand him 20. And then like 2-3 minutes later, I was like, did you say 20 or 25? I was just second guessing myself. He's like, I said 25. So I'll give him the extra 5. He gives me these 2 little gremlins, brand new sealed, like the storybooks with records in them.
Mm-hmm.
That was my gift. Well, like Dawn, we just got Dawn 2.0 there because Jimmy's just standing around doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Jimmy's standing around doing nothing. Sonia is just in there pulling stuff out for Jimmy. He's like, here you go, Jimmy. There you go, Jimmy. Jimmy pulling out $100 games, board games. His free gift is a vintage, like 80s Transformer figure case. And I see this. They're like, Sonia found it. And I was like, yeah, I bet she did. I bet you found everything, Jimmy. Like, I'm in the worst spot there because I'm just all poopy because Kevin gets this poster and it just kills my whole pick. I'm just like, I want nothing. Just give me the games. And I just go sit out there and cry by myself. I get mad, dude. I get mad. And then it started to happen all over again Saturday. So we're done with that. Friday night, we didn't really do crap. No, we didn't do crap.
What'd you eat?
Huh?
What'd you have for dinner? Most important.
What did we have the first night? Mexican? Oh,
Mexican. Then we have pizza.
Friday night we had the pizza, the giant pizza. Oh wait, is that when you were there for that?
I was there for that. Yeah.
Oh, by then I just stop at I'm going to stop at the store because everybody that's part of the other part, anybody that isn't Dave and Kevin are chipping in for dinner. And it got to the point like we were at that parking lot of the pick and we were talking about what we need. And I was like, all right, so lettuce, tomatoes, pickled onions. And then Tim just makes a stand, like absolutely no pickles. And no pickles. No. Pickles are a waste of money when it comes to hamburgers and hot dogs. But I was just like, I go out there, I buy the dinner, I buy everything because I don't want to hear about it. I got potato salad and macaroni salad. I'm still poopy because of the poster. And
I feel like you're keep mentioning the poster because Kevin's gonna give it to you now.
Yeah, Kevin will probably give it to you.
You're trying to Kevin, do not fall for this. He's trying to guilt trip you into giving him that poster.
I am not.
You keep that poster, Kevin. Put it in the Commonwealth cabin, and then every time Mike watches the video, he can see it.
Dude, I got nothing but good things to say, man. Like realistically, I told you what Kevin let me use for display. I got a sealed Mario and a sealed Mario Brothers VHS. Kevin owes me nothing, nothing at all,
except the poster in your mind.
Maybe the never-ending story poster.
Yeah.
But I was poopy about this poster.
We could tell. We could tell.
Yeah.
Hey, you won't shut up about the stupid poster.
I know.
What if Kevin's next video he burns the poster?
Puts it in the shredder.
Oh man.
Uses it as void fill. Do with what he wants.
Uses it as void fill.
It's his poster. I'm just telling you what set me off.
The poster.
Because it was that, and I'll just say, like, you get into that. And I'll be like,
the guy was holding all that stuff from Kevin. That's what it was.
Yeah. And I will tell you, I will tell you this story
really
because
hurt you.
This is where it really relates. And I, you know, of course, Kevin knew, and he's like, I will give you anything in this world that you need, but you're not getting that poster. So that was said like after we were back at the house. And
I think you guys should wiffle ball home run derby for the poster.
No. This guy got into
Jello wrestle.
Damn, shut up.
Jello fight.
This guy got into reselling because of what Kevin and Dave and their videos, and it became an inspiration. And you know, when you have stories like that, because Kevin's like a genuinely good dude, and so is Dave. So when you have those stories of inspiration like that's something that you can't discard. And I would never try and take away, because that kind of sentiment that somebody has towards somebody, it makes sense. Like those people change that person's life, and they're entitled to that kind of stuff. So I'm 100% understanding of that.
I agree. So I'm never getting a poster for anything. I never change anybody's life. So
yeah, I know. Me neither.
So no poster coming my way, but I did. Yeah, I hit a couple sales on my way home out of there north, going up towards the other way, and I found a what the hell is it called? The Sports Specialties hat, San Diego Chargers hat, and it was on the table, and I pick it up. It's in good shape. Pick it up. I turn it over. There's like 4 or 5 bugs crawling on it.
What kind of bugs?
So I immediately put it down and I didn't buy it. It was $3.
Oh.
I didn't buy it.
You can't like get rid of the bugs?
I just talked to Dave about bugs being in his car.
No.
It's not like a box.
Look, that turned me off. As soon as I saw him, someone got a good hat with some bugs in it. Oh my God. A little bit north of that church. The first sale.
I mean, you could have just put it in a Ziploc bag or a shopping bag and tightened it down or something. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I immediately did not buy it because of Dave. I had a conversation with Dave at dinner at the Mexican restaurant about his car and the roaches being in there.
This guy.
So
what's wrong with you? Can you hear me?
Where did Dave go? Where did Dan go?
What was San Diego Chargers?
Yeah, Sports Specialties.
I left, Joe, because I was disgusted with you right there.
Why
was it the
it's a hat? You can just
it just said it said Chargers across the front of it. It was I think it had like a purple or the blue bill, and it was like a cream color hat.
Like big bugs?
They weren't ants. I thought maybe they were ants. I would have they were bigger than ants. I don't know what they were.
They were moving.
They were moving.
You should have Google Lensed them and figured that out.
You could have just cleaned them off.
Yeah, why don't you just?
Because I didn't know what was it. It could have left eggs or something in there, and then nope. I thought about it all the way home. All the things I could have did. I was even thinking about putting it in a bag and tying it to the outside of the car and just take it home that way. But
you're gonna find bugs out there, Joe.
Yeah, but Dave had to get rid of his car. I specifically asked him about why he got rid of the car. He said the bugs.
Those are cockroaches.
Yeah, but
I would suspect that it's at minimum a $60 hat.
Probably.
Like, regardless of the design.
Yeah. Let me see if I'll find the exact one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I just couldn't do it.
You just really messed up there, Joe.
So, Saturday, Saturday made me forget the poster existed. And it was a good day of picking. It was a great day of picking. Like, I found good stuff. But the bad was bad. The bad was bad. We start off. And I'm supposed to go meet Don and Carrie. We're going to leave them out. Or we're going to meet them out there. Sorry. Meet them up closer to where they were staying. They were staying with Brandon, with Dave. And so they're staying with Brandon and Jen. We're going to meet in between at this sale. Well, Rod's in his truck. Tim's in his car. I'm in my truck. And so we roll up to this yard sale. It starts at 7. We roll up at like 6:31. They're set up. Everything's set up. We hop out, walk up. Rod goes, "Look, Mike, croquet set. Croquet set. Absolutely fantastic. It's a vintage set. All of the mallets, all of the balls, all of the stakes, the 2 little extra stakes, the target stakes. I'm talking about the little wire stakes, the rack, missing 1 wheel. But sells for $150. $3. Rod's like, look at $3. That's a good deal. So I go over there and look at it. I turn. Tim has the damn Nintendo. $1.
Oh wow.
Right on the other side of Tim, Rod's got a Wii box with games, $5, and I'm sitting on top a Nintendo GameCube, $1. And here I am with this it's croquet rack. And I'm like,
they got you distracted.
Yeah,
Rod set you up. Rod set you up. He got you distracted.
He didn't even know it was there. But in my mind, he had come there the night before and placed that item there just to piss me off.
I agree. That's probably what really happened.
So we start out there. And then it is, the question game. He's like, well, you got any other video games, stuff like that? He brings out a PS4. Or no, sorry, an Xbox One. I think it was. And he offers it to me for $50. I'm like, no, go ahead, Rod. That's fine. I thought I was more interested like Nintendo or something. And he asked the guy, he's like, well, you got any other things like that, like older Nintendo game stuff? Then he brings out like Kirby, Mario All-Star, Super Mario, Donkey Kong 2, 3 for SNES, Super Smash Brothers, and something else for GameCube. A Mario game. Why do I forget what it was? Oh, Mario Paint. For GameCube. And I'm like, son of a gun. I still got my croquet set, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm okay. I got my croquet set. But Rod was like, you want to, like, we can split it if you want, because he wanted $35 for the stack of SNES and GameCube stuff. And then at the end of the day, I ended up giving Rod $30 for that. And then I let him do the draft. I said, you do the draft how you would seem fair. Like you would say, this would be my number 1. This would be my number 2. You go first. I'll go second. And that will be the way that you do it. And so I let him do that. I gave him $30. It was super cool of him. Which kind of made up for what he did to us in the end of the day. But
there's still more to this?
Huh?
What did he do at the end of the day? Are we getting to that?
We're driving around. We're hitting up sales. And Tim is like, I want to hit up Willow Creek. No, Russell Springs. I don't know. That's exactly what it is with Tim. Are we going to Russell Westbrook? I don't know. So we go over there. We don't find crap. What we do, we find a little bit. I negotiate for Don. I lowball somebody on some Bath and Body Works. Don makes a good score. And it's not even lowball. We bought it all and got it half price. We're talking about from $12 to $6. So she ended up doing good with that. We didn't find much else over there. We ended up driving back up north. By then, Rod's like, well, hey, we're going to all these sales. We got these neighbor sales. Rod had left something. He had to go over and pick something up. He goes and picks something up that he left behind, gets a damn Super Nintendo and another GameCube.
Oh,
From
well.
that same sale?
No, I think it was
Oh,
a different sale now
Ah.
because he had left something behind. And I'm like, good for you, buddy.
Left it
Good
on
for
purpose?
you. Yeah. I'm buying Beer Bradley out the wazoo. It just, I don't know what happened. I came away with probably 10 Beer Bradley bags and 2 Longaberger purses. And I'm just, what is happening? Like, this is what I'm
You're sourcing for Dibdit threads.
Oh, dude, yeah, heck yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'll get to it. No, you know what? No one. We went to Dairy Queen later at night after dinner, which I'll get to. But we go to Dairy Queen, and I determined then, because everybody's talking about, oh, I found this, I found that. Dave found his brick, and he just became a rich man, and all this other, all's great in the world except me. Because I determined I'm just gonna make a shirt that just says I'm a Brad bitch, and that's what I'm gonna wear every time I go yard selling. And I'm just gonna hunt for Beer Bradley. But that's all I was finding. I did find
is that what they call it? Bread?
No,
That's
but
what you're
Beer
calling it?
Bradley. But it'll have like the Brad spelt in. You know, I'm a bad bitch, but it's gonna be I'm a Brad bitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. It requires too much explanation.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan.
Well, it's Beer Bradley. I thought that's what they called them.
That is what they call it. But I'm talking about me doing nothing but finding them, Dan.
All right.
But
did you look them up, or did you just buy them? How much were they?
$2 or under, 1 or 2.
Right.
Yeah,
those are.
I'm just gonna do it.
Did you find any money in them?
No, I hadn't even checked, dude.
Oof.
All
right.
I don't imagine there's any money in it, but who knows?
There might be. There could be.
Yeah. So anyway, we're driving back up. We're driving back up to where we started at, and Rod is like, "Hey, we got this guy from yesterday. He's got some shirts. He got single stitch shirts. He's going to bring to us." I just tell him where we're going. I'm like, "Well, where are we going?" And he's like, "Well, you know, we're going to go over to this sale and we're going to find stuff." So we're in there. We're digging. He's like, "Oh, well, he's coming. Like, where?" I just tell him where we're going to be. He'll be in the vicinity. I'll tell him what vicinity we are. I'm like, "We're driving now, Rod. Our vicinity is changing." Like how do we do this? He's sending us to sell way up north. I swear to God, we were in Maryland by the end of, like, I don't know where he took us. We passed 18 sales. I feel bad because I didn't talk to Rod about this, but I didn't want to do it that night because I was just.
You're gonna put Brad. You're putting Rod on blast here.
No. Yes. No. Took us all the way up, and it ended up being like this, like super in the basement sale. And Rod's like, "If I go down there and you don't see me, this is where I died." And then Don disappeared, and we had so many people down there. I just stayed up top, and yeah, it ended up being so late in the day they had to go do a card deal. We had passed like 12 sales to get to this one up here where we were supposed to meet the guy for the shirts. Just for that, we passed all those other things. And I was like, well, son of a gun.
Wait.
Then it just got so tiring. It was like late in the day. They were going to a card shop. They were splitting off. I had to take Dawn back to their car, which was at a church that we like stopped at, like our.
I zoned out. Did you get the shirts?
Huh?
Did you get the shirts?
Did I get the shirts? No.
Did the guys show up with the shirts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it worth it?
Sounds like it
was worth it. I don't know. I don't know. That's Rod's deal.
It sounds like you had a great weekend, Mike.
It does. To me, it doesn't.
Yeah. So we do that. I take Don back. I go to Sheets because it's like 2 now. I'm hungry. I'm tired of picking. I want to take a nap, and I go back and I'm stop at Sheets, and I didn't realize I had to reverse mortgage my freaking house to a 4. I got like the wraps with some fries and a drink. It came out to $15 and something cents.
Huh.
And then we go back to the house. I'm like sitting on the couch, like ready to doze off. And then they're talking like, oh, we're going to go eat dinner. We're going to go Dutch. And everybody's like, oh, I'll be happy with that. That's fine. That's fine. We're going Dutch. We get there and I ordered the chicken salad sandwich. It's the cheapest thing, smallest thing. Come with a little pasta salad. I get a chicken salad sandwich. It's $12. I just spent 15 on some snack wraps and some French fries, like 4 or 5 hours before. I want to do some budget thing. I get that. Then we get the bill, and Dave's like, I got it. Because I asked I was like, can I get my bill? And because I was done eating before everybody was halfway done eating. And I was like, can I get my check, please? She's like, I think somebody else has it. I'm not sure. And she's like, I think it's him. And Dave's sitting right next to me. And I was like, are you paying for dinner? And he's like, yes. And I was like, I ordered the cheapest thing because I didn't want it. He's like, I know. And I appreciated. I was listening. He listens to me order the cheapest thing. Dave's like, and then we decided to go get ice cream. And what you don't understand is like, Tim, everybody's making fun of my damn skinny ankles. I guess I got skinny ankles. Because Heather makes this comment about my skinny ankles. Everybody just hops on board with it. Who gives a shit? Whatever. I'll tell them.
Let's see him. Pull your ankles up.
You have skinny ankles?
Let's see him.
Huh?
Let's see him.
Oh my!
Good people that have made it through all these stories.
I can't say
Here.
Oh, he's got to take his his copper socks.
Ours are swollen. I got ankle. My ankles are swollen.
I know. I didn't realize ankles were in such high demand that we get criticized for. Well, Heather's just like, you got such a big body for the little ankles to hold up. And I'm like, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. Appreciate it, Heather. Yeah. So they do that. They do the Chat GPT like I did that roasted us. So Heather just takes a picture of me, types in a little bit of information, decides to roast me in front of everybody. We go to dinner. Tim's super loud. I mean, beyond loud of the other part. Tim is the realization of the Spinal Tap argument. Do you know this, Dan? Have you ever watched this Spinal Tap?
I haven't seen that.
So they have this argument in there where the guy shows an amplifier, and he's like, "Well, you know that the other amps they only go to 10. This one goes to 11 because it's louder. You could turn it up, and it'll go to 11." He's like, "Yeah, but like, so it's louder, but it's the same loud as the other amps, but this one says this. So if it's maxed out, isn't the 11 like the 10?" He's like, but ours goes to 11. This goes to 11. So he's like fake pretending, he's pretending that this 11 makes a difference. No. Because Tim is the 11 if it was a 18. Tim is in the restaurant. I don't know, talking to the hostess booth from the back of the restaurant, apparently.
Tim, I don't. If you're listening still, I don't agree with this.
He probably shut it off because Mike offended him.
I know you're the quietest guy I know, Tim.
Yeah,
dude, I go outside to smoke a cigarette when we're done with dinner, and they decide to do this ice cream thing, and all of a sudden I hear from the inside like, "We gotta let Mike know before we do anything." I mean, Tim is 4 seats into this table with a seat at the very end, with a piece of glass, and me outside, and I'll be like, "What do I need?" I just like, "What do I need to know?" I could hear him through this, like that's where that's the level that Tim is, and he does it at the whole yard sale. But that was Saturday. I was a little bit nice, and I left out a few things, but That was Saturday. Saturday was a little hectic, and
It sounds hectic.
yeah, I got back home and just if my day wasn't worse, we got the ankle story.
Yeah. Well, how was the ride home all the way on Sunday? 12 hours? What did it take you?
No, it ended up being 13.
Oh,
With stops and everything. I left at 9, got home at a little over 13. I left at 9:15. I got home at 9:31, and I lose an hour.
Oh, wow.
So it ended up being 13 hours and 15 minutes.
uh,
But I'd stopped and made some phone calls and, made some stops to get drinks and bathroom breaks and stuff like that. Not really sit down or anything. Just I did sit down at Buc-ee's. They got me another turkey sandwich, so that was good. I had a turkey sandwich on the way up, turkey sandwich on the way down.
okay.
So got my Buc-ee's, but that was the extent of it. Got my wife a souvenir shirt because I couldn't get her one at the Blake Shelton thingy. What was it? Old Red. And got home and all is good in the world.
I got excited going down. I saw a sign for Buc-ee's way in the distance. Saw the big, what's it, beaver up there?
Yeah.
And then right underneath it said "coming soon." When I got to the exit, I was so mad. So I didn't get a Buc-ee's stop.
Mm. See, it sucks, dude. I just took up like 30 minutes, 40 minutes talking about stupid picking
and small ankles. That's the only thing I got out
You
of it.
offended half our listeners.
Oh, not half. Yeah. At least 90%. Let's see how many subscribers we can lose this week, Mike. Is that what we're going to title this?
What?
How many people we can offend and subscribers that we can lose this week?
Oh, come on, man. We talked about, I complimented 1% of the population, kind of backdoor manner. It was 1%. And then only 40% of women listen to us, and I complimented them. So I'm hoping we bump it up to a good 50-50 margin. You never know. It might stick. We might lose a few virtue signalers, but I mean, y'all do what you want anyway. So, okay. What? Oh my God. Is that enough? Do we need to talk more?
No, I think we just got to make sure Dan does Dibbed It this week.
I have my Dibbed It card show on Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm doing a thread show on Tuesday with Keith, both days with Keith.
Okay.
And then I'll probably do another card show this week sometime. I have a Whatnot show.
What was your pick of the highway?
Huh?
Joe, what was your pick of the highway sale?
Probably those knives.
Oh. Why don't you tell people about it? Why don't you show them, huh?
I they're upstairs. I still gotta look. I still gotta do some little bit of research on them. But I bought a set. I bought a set of pocket knives that I don't even remember the brand off the top of my head. I'm thinking of it right now. What is it?
Solingen.
Yeah, Solingen. Pocket knives. There was a set of 8 of them. It almost looks like it could have been some sort of limited edition that they sold all the different colors. They came in a velvet case, and each row was a different color. But I picked them up for like $80. I'm thinking I'm going to list them really high and maybe take some offers on it, or, put the best offers on it. I'm going to list them pretty high, but I paid $80 for them. So that was probably my best. Mike, I know
like them. Let's see it. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I need to look for something like that for you.
Yeah, but that was it. Dan,
I didn't go to the highway sale.
What was your pick of the week?
I went thrifting, and I found I think the coolest thing I found was it's a vintage Apple polo.
From the shirt, from the store, like Apple store.
Yeah, well, it's like Vantage. It's made in the USA. It's Vantage, VANTAGE. I think I can get it for. I think I can sell it for like $30. That's my find of the week. It's tough over here. I was gonna go. I didn't go to any garage sales. Saturday the garage sales. There was I got a late start because there was my kitchen sink was leaking. So by the time my stepdad came over and then he was looking at it, and then by the time I got out of here, it was almost 10 o'clock, I think. And the garage sales were like an hour away. I was gonna go out. There was like a town sale, but by the time I was getting there, I was gonna have to come back. So I just decided to stop at the thrift store. But that's it. I don't know what else to tell you.
Mike, what was yours?
He's told you 1,000 things.
I know, but just give one.
Mm.
I know what his finding of the
his miss out.
His miss of the week was
never ending story
poster.
Yeah, I was thinking, you know what would really tie that room together.
Yeah, it would have looked good on that wall, you know.
Really would have.
It's a shame. You'll come across one.
Maybe someone will hear this and you'll change.
I can just buy the damn poster.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I don't know. Maybe Kevin
mine will go to 11.
Maybe
but mine goes to 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin can sign the one that he got, and then you'll have a signed one. That sounds pretty good.
I'll get the real Kevin.
Or you could get like a Dibbed It Threads poster. Or Dibbed It. One of them. You could get you can get a poster with all the Dibbed It cards, Dibbed It Threads.
Seller of the month you can put on there.
You seller of the month, Mike?
No, I'm not seller of the month.
All right.
Yeah, original one sheet poster, never ending story.
Oh, we're still talking about that stupid poster.
It was folded.
I know.
$74.99. And I think this is a different one than what he had.
Where's that thing now? We need someone else. Every time I say something nice at the end, he does the Kevin trick, or they cut off.
Cuts it off. And
we cut him off. We got to listen about this stupid poster.
Oh, what are you talking about? I was looking it up. I thought, I'm sorry that I shit on your idea of shitting on me. Sorry, Dan. I was like, I can just buy it. You're like, no, it's not the same.
It isn't the same. Actually, Joe said that.
It's actually not the same though, Mike.
It really isn't. The one you have to buy a frame too.
Oh, so?
Okay. And it didn't come from a guy that was inspired by it.
You didn't inspire the seller.
That person doesn't exist.
I agree.
So I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
I agree on my part.
Oh, I double agree. Yeah, I mean, 107. You can spend a little. I don't know. I'm looking at Soul Comp.
$107 for that poster? What?
Well, he bought the poster for $100, Dan. It's an original.
Why don't you go to Walmart? They got posters. Get one of like Justin Bieber or something.
Did I not put that cost in there for you before?
No, I just didn't really.
Oh, you were just relishing in the fact that I
just told you my find of the week was a $30 polo. $100 is mind-boggling to me that you actually.
Condition is everything.
Are we going to skip over the fact that Dan said go buy a Justin Bieber poster? Are we just going to skip over that like it didn't happen?
Oh,
I think
Are you a believer?
I think he is. He looks like he got thin ankles. That means he's dancing.
The thin ankles that's amazing. That's great.
What's his song? What's his one song he sings?
I don't know.
Find it at the candy shop. Is that it?
Candy shop.
Isn't that the song? Going to the candy store. No.
Sure.
I'm gonna think about it later. I'm actually gonna look it up. I watched YouTube had Stagecoach performances. Stagecoach. So I watched Luke Combs and who's the other one I was watching? Zach Bryan. their performances on.
Dan, when I
On
snap
YouTube.
my fingers, you're gonna forget that you were ever gay.
Oh my God, I'm out.
That's how you're ending this podcast.
What? No.
We're out of here.
We don't have an end button on our end. How do we end this disaster?
Yeah.
Wait, no. I guess Dan's familiar with the reel. Have you seen it?
The real? Is that
Yeah,
like
you've
the,
never seen-
like the thrifting place? The real?
No. This guy comes on there. He's like, "When I snap my fingers, you're gonna forget that you were ever gay." And he's like, I was never gay. He's like, exactly. And I see you just going off the road. I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I hadn't self-diagnosed myself with that. Who knows?
Josh. Whatever.